real life kind of thing. Because I have a jazz background where we're constantly doing improv all the time, you know, using something like major scales is something I use basically every time I pick up the guitar. So what Mrs. McNeil wanted me to do was to kind of get some like backing tracks. So I have like jam track, I'll put something in the key of C and just show, like demonstrate how just using these 7 notes and absolutely nothing else, you could play an entire song, play an entire guitar solo, you could compose little melodies, whatever you want to do. So it's kind of where the rubber meets the road of music theory kind of thing. So I found some really cheesy backing tracks on YouTube and somehow got them on my phone, so let's see how this goes. Got power on this. Good. Let's see. So this is in something I found in C major. So using a C scale, those 7 notes, and nothing else, I can play over this. So, you know, if you're ever thinking, well, music theory, major scales, I'll never use that. Well, you can use it. Because that's exactly what you can do with it, you know.
That was all C major scale?
Yeah.
But when it doesn't sound like a C major scale when you're starting, it becomes a mode when you just start somewhere else? Like when it sounded more modal or whatever, like it sounded more...
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what the chords underneath it are playing. But I mean, it was in the key of C, so it was all still C. Like, I was playing...
You know what I mean, like when it sounded not major?
I mean, it might have been playing like a minor chord at the time.
Yeah.
Which it would sound minor at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, as the chords are cycling by, I'm not thinking, oh, well, there's a C chord, there's an F chord, there's a whatever. I'm just thinking, hey, it's all in the key of C.
You're playing a C major scale. All the notes you just played are C major scale.
Yeah.
Right.
I just have it all mapped out on the guitar where the notes in C major are. I just play those notes, so whatever. And yeah. So, and the wonderful thing about guitar, of course, too, is that if you want to play in a different key, say if I didn't want to play in C major, say if I want to play in D flat major or C sharp, all I have to do is move it up 1 fret. So you can play all 12 major scales, all basically just by, well, I'm going to slide up or I'm going to slide down. You don't have to learn anything new, which is really cool. And for people who play piano as well, the new keyboards, they have, what's it called, the transpose button, right? So you can play C major and just adjust the little button and play with whatever key you want. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, that sounded really cheesy. So it's not necessarily the type of music you'd want to play, but you know, I can use C major to play music in a completely different style as well. This here will be a song that'll be in the key of A minor, but the C major scale still works over it, so I can use the same thing. I don't think this is coming through the speakers here. Technical difficulties. Oh, there we go. What? Yeah, I don't know who makes these really cheesy backing track. But. So again, different style of music, completely different sound. I can use C major scale again to play. So again, you know, that is really just C major and nothing else. So yes, you know, the process of learning C major on your own instrument is something you have to do in addition to just learning how to do it written on the page. But the payoff is huge, just being able to put a jam track on and be able to improvise for, you know, an hour if you want to, using just one little piece of music theory. That's what you can do with it. And I'll just do one more where you can, not every song is in one key, or especially if you're playing in jazz, the key changes like every 5 seconds, it feels like. So you can mix and match. So to find the next, and did I hit the radio button apparently? Here we go. So cheesy jam track number 3. So again, this one here is going to be using C major, and then it's also going to switch to E flat major, where I can just switch between the two. And the thing is, I'm going to be thinking, okay, how do I play C major on the guitar? And then when it comes to the E flat major thing, I'm thinking, well, okay, well, I'm just going to move up 3 frets. Because you guys did doing the whole step, half step thing. If I slide up 3 half steps from C, I'm going to hit E flat. So all my fingering patterns that I'm learning and so on, they're all the exact same ones I use for C. I'm just sliding it up a little bit, basically. So C major. E flat major. C major. E flat major. And this is back in C now. Back in E flat major. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you. So the whole point here is, if you're thinking, why is music theory important? This is why. And really, this is the only answer you can give. This is why music theory is important. Because when people sit down and write a song, they use these major scales. When people are playing solos live, they're using these scales. So I mean, like, really, if you're ever thinking, well, this stuff is useless, like, you're wrong, sorry. People use it every day. So.
And some musicians don't know the theory behind it, right? but it's
Yeah.
just, it's gonna do you a lot of service if you do know the theory, if you do understand it. It's just gonna, it's a fast track to be able to
Yeah, exactly.
do what you just did.
It's like a huge shortcut, basically.
Mhm.
Like,
Do you have questions for Mr. Andrea?
I was about to say.
a little bit. I don't know. I can't do like the really big, like metal ones. But I kind of have my own weird ones that I do. Like there's sweep picking in there. But yeah, that's the extent of it for me.
What did you call it? What's sweet picking?
It's where you like, it works if you're playing like arpeggios or something, where instead of having to pick with like, you know, down, up, down, up, down, up,
Yeah.
you just kind of sweep and pick right across them. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know, a technique you do that makes you able to do it faster kind of thing.
Show me again.
Like, so I'm sweeping down and then sweeping back up.
Oh, sweep picking.
Sweep, yeah.
I thought you said sweet.
Sweep picking. Well, I do that all the time. Sweep picking.
Any other questions? Oh, we should play with something else, sir.
Something else.
I don't know. I just we could sit and listen to you play all day. Connor, you should play with him. Do you guys know Dream Theater? That's what I think of when I think of Mr. Andrea.